Hi, friends. Today I will be sharing with you my favorite movements to flow through in my third trimester of pregnancy. However, these movements are typically practiced in a standard yoga flow, and anyone is invited to enjoy the flow, pregnant or not. I do ask that you read the description below before continuing this video. Thank you. I'm going to start today's practice on my mat in child's pose. That's going to be knees spread out wide, big toes touch behind me, and just allowing the body to fall wherever feels comfortable. Leaning forward, monitoring my body, and knowing what feels safe, what feels comfortable, what feels challenging, and what might not feel so good, so I want to avoid it during the practice. Really honing into all of those feelings and emotions now before flowing through my practice today. Allowing the breath to be nice and heavy, really tuning into the breath, in through the nose, out through the nose, maybe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just go ahead and allow your breath to be as natural as possible as you sink down into child's pose here. Really relaxing into the movement, listening to any creaks and cracks, any noises you might hear from around you. And really remembering that part of our practice and meditation is to acknowledge all of the noise and chaos that goes on outside and within us, and finding peace with it. Finding this balanced place to look the chaos directly in the center and just breathing through it. Knowing we can take as many breaths and moments as we like to deal with any situation. Knowing that as we move through our flows of movement and practice today, these movements and the time that we take for ourselves reflects back into all aspects of our life. Because it is a learned skill and it is a practice to be able to handle and walk through the chaos gracefully. So from here, go ahead and bring awareness and some tension into the palms of the hands, really pressing them down if they're out in front of you. Really feel the fingertips hug the earth below you. And maybe you rock forward just a little bit. Beautiful. And then you come back into child's pose. Maybe you play with this movement with your breath, rocking forward and back on an inhale and on an exhale, whatever feels called to you in your body. Maybe you make some small circles with your hips. Maybe you allow the legs to fall out wide a little bit into a frog pose. So you're in child pushing forward, and maybe you allow those legs to kind of come out parallel, opening the hips even more for that frog pose. And you can sink down into it. You can continue to rock forward and back. It's truly whatever feels best for each one of us in our bodies. There is no one way to move through an asana or a posture. There are simply outlines or guidelines for yogic philosophy and movements of the way the body is safe to move. And for each individual, depending on injury or body type, flexibility, etc., it's going to feel different for each and every one of you. However, that doesn't make it any less beneficial or more beneficial. I invite you here to really listen to your body, to know your body as you move through these postures. Beautiful. From here, whenever you're ready, go ahead and come back to center in a child's pose. Walking the hands up, come onto the knees. We're going to go into a low lunge here with one knee on the ground. So go ahead in your tabletop position. Lift that back right leg up towards the heavens, stretch it back behind you, and then crunch it forward in between your hands, coming into a nice low lunge here, bringing the torso up nice and erect towards the heavens. Maybe your hands follow up towards the heavens in a prayer position. Maybe you take a little back bend if it's called to you. If not, stay right where you are. And really go ahead and push the body forward into that low lunge, really feeling that hip opener here. You can even press your right hand to the inside of that right knee, and you can even press it over towards the right to open it up a little bit more, whatever feels best for you and called to you in your practice here. And just take a few moments to rock back and forth, really feeling into the lunge, sinking down and enjoying the lunge. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and switch knees. Come back into a tabletop, lifting that left leg up towards the heavens and back, and then crunching it forward into a low lunge on the left side, really sinking down, leaning forward into that lunge. Maybe you do a little hip pulsations. Maybe you take that left hand, press it to the inside of the left knee and press it over towards the left, opening up the hip on the left side. Maybe you make some circles with the hips, whatever feels best for you and called to you in your practice. Experiment here, play with it, see what feels good in your body. And just take a few more moments here into your low lunge to enjoy the stretch of the hip. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and meet me back in a tabletop position. From here, we're going to go ahead and go into some cat-cows. So if you know where we're going, you can go ahead and continue with your breath now. And if you don't, go ahead and from your tabletop position, on a nice inhale, drop the belly down, gaze goes up towards the heavens into our cow position. Nice deep inhale. On your exhale, round that spine like an angry cat, dropping the chin to chest, pulling the navel in and up towards the spine. Beautiful. And go ahead and continue with your breath. Inhaling into our cow. Exhaling into our cat. And from here, you can get as fluid as possible, or you can stay pretty stationary with just moving with your cat and cow, whatever feels best for you. But go ahead and feel it out. Maybe you rock back and forth. Maybe you make some small circles with your hips. Maybe you rock the whole body, rocking down over towards the right and then over towards the left. Go ahead and just play with movement here. Make it a dance. A dance with your body, a dance with your spirit, really tuning in to the body for that beautiful primal movement that is at the heart and soul of each and every one of us. Beautiful. Just take a couple more moments here, a few more breaths. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and join me in a tabletop position, nice flat back. From here, we're going to migrate into a yogi squat. So if you know where we're going, meet me there. If not, from your tabletop, go ahead and just begin to bring the toes out wide. We're going to squat down. So walk the hands back a little bit and just allow the booty to come up off the floor and just squatting down. And from here, maybe you bring your hands to heart center in a prayer position. Maybe you allow the hands, fingertips to be on the floor and you rock the hips from side to side. Wherever you're at in your yogi squat, play with it, see what feels best for you. Maybe you bounce up and down a little bit, feeling some buoyancy. Just really feel into your yogi squat here. Perhaps you stay perfectly still in your yogi squat, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose very audibly in our Ujjayi breath. Practicing these breaths helps cleanse the lymphatic system. And you feel it deep, nice and deep in the throat. Go ahead and continue with your breath here. Just a few more moments in our yogi squat. Beautiful. From here, you can sit the booty down onto the ground. You can allow the legs to go out in front of you. You can bend them over to the side. You can sit in crisscross, whatever feels best for you in your body. From here, we're just going to do a little bit of breath work before we go into our Shavasana. So we're going to do some alternate nostril breathing. So from here, go ahead and take your thumb and hold it on the right nostril, blocking the airway from that right nostril and allowing the left nostril to stay open. From here, take a deep inhale on your left nostril. Hold it. Go ahead and take that ring finger, block your left nostril with the ring finger, and exhale that breath through the right side. Beautiful. Inhale through the right. Block it with the thumb. Exhale through the left. Beautiful. And go ahead and continue this movement of alternate nostril breathing for just a few moments. This is really activating the brain in relaxation, allowing us to let go of any tension, anxiety, restlessness, and worry. Really allowing ourselves to be present here in our alternate nostril breath. Deep cleansing breaths now. Just a few more moments. Beautiful. And from wherever you are, go ahead and release the nostril. And on your next exhale, exhale through both nostrils. Beautiful. Big, deep inhale through both nostrils. Exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. From here, go ahead and fall into your Shavasana. We're going to be on our left side. So in like a fetal position, laying on our left side for our Shavasana. Now, I'm doing this because I am in my third trimester, and this is how I'm going to end the class today. However, if you aren't pregnant and you would like to lay on your back, that's completely up to you. But I'm going to go ahead and do the left side in the fetal position to end the class. So, sink down deep into your fetal position, allowing the body to be nice and heavy. From here, allowing yourself to feel gratitude and appreciation for your body and all that it does for you on a daily basis, all that it has done for you through this class, through these simple movements that are so beneficial for the body. By moving our body, we invoke a sense of youthfulness no matter what age. And as we grow, we can keep this youthfulness alive simply by the power of movement. And it can be as slow and as easy, as relaxed as you'd like, as long as we keep the body moving. It is one of our biggest superpowers. It challenges the mind and the brain, the soul and the spirit. allowing yourself to be nice and heavy and relaxed here. Enjoy this time. There is no one that needs or wants anything from you in this moment but yourself. And know that you are deserving of being taken care of and taking care of yourself. So thank you so much for tuning in with me today. Stay here as long as you'd like. Namaste, everyone. Thank you.